This is a KBZZ News special presentation, the BBL Report. With anchor Jimmy Arcus, colored commentator David Jefferson, the owner's son Scooter Malloy, and the smoking hot sideline reporter Summer Bronski. And now welcome to the BBL Report.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the BBL Report. We apologize to those fans wanting to fill out your brackets. The website is still under development. So normally you would watch this segment to get insights on who to pick when you fill out your bracket. Even though you will not be able to use the information in this segment to fill out your brackets this tournament, we are still going to predict who we think will win. Maybe you will be able to look back on these picks to determine whom you want to listen to when you're picking teams in the future. The Jamboree is over and Kansas City came out of the weekend ranked number 1 and having 10 BBL points. Additionally, the addition of Sly Haywood to the Salt Lake Whites has made them an early favorite for a title contender. The seeding for the Winter Open has been set. If the website was functioning right now, we would direct you to the website to fill out your bracket and enter the bracket challenge in hopes of winning the $100 to $500 cash prize.
The BBL Report is brought to you by
Luther, I have never been with a black man before. What's it going to be like? I have heard it's what you say in bed that makes it fun.
Well, we do say good shit, but that's just something white girls made up so they don't make their white boyfriends jealous. Look at this.
Oh my god, it's huge. Here, put this on. It broke. It's not big enough. What are we going to do? These are the largest size they sell in Mr. Hooper's drugstore.
Just DoorDash a pack of Anacondoms. They can cover any size you think you can handle.
They say they can't deliver for another 3 hours. I can't wait that long.
Have you tried Dash Premium?
No, what's that?
Dash Premium, or DP for short, can deliver them in under 15 minutes.
15 minutes later.
Hello, ma'am. Here is your delivery.
Wow, you are so hot. Do you want to come in and join us?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, but not in the front door. Can you go around and come in the back door?
15 minutes later.
Thank you, Anacondoms. And DP.
Anacondoms. When Magnum's not enough. And you have jumbo fever.
First, I will show my first round pick starting with the number 1 seed quadrant. Even though Kansas City came out of the Jamboree on top, I still think Cecil Kingdom needs more time to become a force in this league. So I choose Dingo Johnson and the New York Ghetto All-Stars. And for the 8-9 game, I believe in the only team to never miss the playoffs, so I think the Peckers will be too much for the Fairies to take. Dave Jefferson, can you share your picks?
I think the Kansas City Chiefs are poised to make a big run. I think Cecil Kingdom is the perfect antidote to Dingo Johnson's effect. So I'm going with the Chiefs over the Ghetto All-Stars in this one. And in the second game, I really like the Fairies to handle the Peckers. The Fairies are coming off the BBL championship, and I think they will continue their winning ways against Chicago.
And now Summer?
I just got back from the Chiefs training camp, and well, I couldn't get access to Cecil Kingdom, him and his morals. I did get the feeling, though, that the morale of the team was as good as ever. So I think the Kansas City Chiefs will beat the New York Ghetto All-Stars in Game 1. In the second game, I like the Peckers. I feel like the Peckers have really straightened things out in Chicago, and I have noticed a disruption in the Fairies organization since they won the championship in December.
And now the expert, Kimpy.
I really think the Cecil Kingdom is going to make a kick, sir. great team, so I'm picking the Chiefs in the first game. And then in the second game, I really believe in Cleveland lately, and I really believe that the Chicago Winter Opener are going to win that game.
Thanks, Gimp. And finally, the only one to come close to Gimpy the Geek. Our very own AI computer. Now the second quadrant. This bracket has the Salt Lake Whites versus the Orlando Buzzkill in the 2:15 game. And the Milwaukee Double Wides play the LA Amrita in the 6:10 game. I think Sly Haywood needs more time to get used to the BBL game. And I hear the wives of Willie Jeffs is causing problems again in Utah. So even though I do not believe in the Buzzkill this year, I'm picking them to beat the Whites out of the gate. I'm looking forward to seeing Chocolate Jackson in action. He really impressed me on the film I have seen of him. Double Wides take the Amrita in a game as easy as a divorcee on bowling night. Dave? Give us your picks.
I'm not sold on Sly Haywood making the Whites good enough to win the winter opener. Give me Loran Ludwig and the Orlando Buzzkill over the Salt Lake Whites basketball club. I'm very interested to see what the Amrita are going to do this year. I believe they should cruise past the Double Wides in the 7-10 game.
Those picks are interesting, David. Let's see what Summer's picks are.
Even though the Buzzkill have never had a great atmosphere, I'm not sure if the Whites will be ready to have a new leader in Sly Hayward. So I picked the Buzzkill over the Whites. The Amrita and the Double Wides are an interesting matchup. I have noticed that the Double Wides have a very happy culture, and the Amrita culture is a little dark. Give me the Double Wides over the Amrita.
Now let's see what the Geek and AI think about these games.
The second seed quadrant is, the teams are very closely matched at this time, I think, but I think that probably the home court advantage in Orlando is going to give them a great opportunity to move past the Salt Lake Whites. And then, of course, the Double Wides to play at home will be very advantageous for them to move forward instead of the Amrita.
So that makes it unanimous. We all think the Whites will lose. I guess until the Whites prove otherwise, that's what we are going to think of them.
I picked the Whites to win.
Shut up, you little ass napkin.
But why am I even on this show if you're not going to let me talk?
Because you're the owner's son.
I'm gonna tell my dad.
Whoa, I'm scared.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Just wait
shut
and
up,
do
Jim.
your stupid top 6 list later. Turn his mic off. Now we move to the third seed quadrant. Dallas Deltas and their new rookie Kapua Haliokapuwani will face the Baltimore Blue Darts coming off their second finals loss in the last 2 years. The Denver Joints are ready to shoot their way past the Boston Crabs and their new rookie Cornwall Flat Top. I'm not going against the team that has played in the last 2 finals series. So give me the Blue Darts over the Deltas. And I have heard that Woody Lake had gotten into some tainted weed. So I am picking the Crabs over the Joints.
Kapuhaya Kapuhawaniai is just what the Deltas needed to be contenders. I think the Blue Darts will still be in mourning over losing the BBL Championship Series to the Fairies. So I have the Dallas Deltas moving on. I like the addition of Cornwall Flat Top to the Boston Crabs, and I see them beating the Joints in the first round.
Kapua Haleakala Puhuwani has made a big impact on the Deltas, so I'm picking the Deltas over the Blue Darts. The stars are really lining up for the Crabs right now, so I'm picking the Crabs over the Joints.
The addition of Kapua Hayekability for the Dallas guys is a really good for the physical play, but I believe that
Why do we let him talk so long? You can't understand anything he
I think
says.
the play
It sounds like he's giving a
will
blowjob while he
go
talks.
above
Shut his damn
the
mic
physical
off.
play
He picks
and
better than any
dominate
of
this
us.
game, and so I'm going to
Give him a
give this
break, you little
game
piece of shit.
the blowjob. And the second thing, I I like the joint playing at home. I think that the hot box is underrated for home club advantage, and I think I see maybe I think I see the the the. The home court advantage is really pretty good, but I really believe in home of high top in addition to the Boston Crabs. And so I'm actually going to pick the Crabs in this one.
Okay, now we can continue. Next quadrant has the number 1 pick Lance McDance and the Atlanta Paramours against the Charlotte Hookers and their rookie David Lee. And the last game has the new Classics with Tyrone Farrow and the New Orleans Beads led by the creepy Evander Gravestone. I'm picking the Hookers and the Classics in these last 2 games. What do you got, David Jefferson?
I think the Atlanta Paramours are going to be title contenders this season. I watched Lance McDance work out with the Paramours, and I think they are the team to beat in this tournament, so obviously I'm picking the Paramours over the Hookers. Additionally, I am going to go with my old team to beat the Beads. Tyrone Farrow is a great addition to the Classics this year.
Summer?
I think my favorite team is the Hookers. I love the atmosphere. I picked the Hookers over the Paramours. I've been impressed by Tyrone Farrow and the Detroit Classics, even though the Beads seem to be on a high as well. So this game is a hard one to pick, but I'll go with the Classics.
Now let's have a little respect for the Gimp. It's not his fault he can't talk very well. I would have thought this new generation would know better. Gimpy?
I really think that the addition of Lance McDance to the Paramours is a good fit for them offensively, but defensively, I don't believe that they're going to be able to keep up with slow down playing through Coolidge and Charlotte Hookers. So I picked the Hookers here in this game, and in the second game, Evander Gravestone has had Detroit's number, and for some reason he doesn't seem to care for Detroit. And I think that possibly the Tyrone Farrow, the new rookie for Detroit, will maybe make it possible for them to finally make the playoffs this year. So I'm going to pick the Detroit guy, the Detroit Classics to beat the Beads in this one.
So there you have it, our first round picks. And just quickly we will show each of our entire brackets. If you want to copy one of us, get your pause button out now. I have the Chicago Woodpeckers winning. Dave has the Atlanta Paramours. Summer has picked the Kansas City Chiefs. Gimpy the Geek is picking the Charlotte Hookers. The AI computer picks the New Orleans Beads. And the rude, stupid, asshole Scooter Malloy thinks the hapless Salt Lake Whites are going to win.
The BBL Report is brought to you by
Anacondoms. When Magnum's not enough, and you have jumbo fever.
Shark shoes. Run fast. Jump high. Cut clean. Look sharp in your new shark shoes.
Siemens Skin Cream. Produced by hand. By fishermen, sailors and pirates. Just rub a little Siemens semen on your face.
I am a funny little lizard. Take my advice. Buy Girlco Insurance. Girlco. Give us 35 minutes or more and we will come.
The BBL. It's mildly amusing.